Hello everybody, welcome to a gathering guide. I just tried to record footage and then Streamlabs said no, so I'm starting again. So, hello, I just spent the last hour farming with the Darkmoon Firewater. I'm not going to activate it again because I'm not going to farm for another hour just yet, but I've been doing a little route from here loop. There might be issues with my mouse, so there will be a graphic while I'm doing for the remainder of the video. It'll be right over my character icon. It'll be pretty big, so there's that. So in an hour I got all of this, nearly 650 Winter's Kiss, nearly 300 pollen, 50 anchorweed, 20 platinum, 150 monolite, 78 storm silver, and 145 river bud. Star moss is not very important because I wasn't really going out of my way for it, but if you want to go out of your way to hit some buildings, you can to get some star moss. Also, before this, my Winter's Kiss was 2, and Winter's Kiss hit 3 near the end of the farming session because I got unlucky a lot. As well as the only mining technique that I have at max rank is monolite. So, take that for what you will with these values. You'll probably gain more than I did if you have everything max rank. Now, I'm going to do a quick loop. It'll be sped up a bit, probably. Or probably not. Who knows? Either way, I'm going to show you the loop. It's fairly straightforward. Well, I say straightforward. The ending isn't. Yeah, the ending is not straightforward. Kind of gets confusing. Well, not necessarily confusing, but more like there's 2 paths you can take. Whoa! Whoa! Why are there 4 things? This is a first for this right here. There aren't supposed to be 4 things right here. There's usually only 1. More Winter's Kiss, good. So, this is a good route for mining and herbing. If you don't have one, well, you don't need both, but if you don't have one, I'd say you're missing out. So bring a character that has I'd say the route usually takes anywhere from 5 to 6 minutes. It's a pretty big loop, I must say, and at the moment it's going slower than it was before because I do not have Darkmoon Firewater active, at least for the mining part. The herbalism seems to be going as fast as it was before because I've got gloves enchanted with Dandelion herbalism. The reason I have the herbalism and not ore is because of Sky Golem. I do not want to have to sit there for like a second and a half waiting for the Sky Golem to pick it up, because then I wouldn't be able to do something like that. Well, I gotta dismount. There's a drone. On this route, well, I shouldn't. It's not route specific, but that is the second drone I've seen in the past hour or so. So it doesn't seem like the special monsters spawning off of flowers is very common. So for that, you should go for quantity. But I gotta farm for a long time to see him more often. Or just be lucky. Then you go up this river right here. I missed some stuff down there. Occasionally there are seams in the water right here. I would say it is worth diving into the water to get. It's not that deep. It won't slow you down too much. And seams give a lot, so it really is worth it. Storm Silver and Monolite seams do spawn down there. So you can get those. After coming down here, where is it? You go back up the mountain and you stay on this side, on the road side instead of the Yeti side. Now, there aren't really herbs in this area, but just keep going forward. Herbs will pop up eventually. Mostly around this area. Oh, I like those pixel shadows. Sometimes the wolves here do get in the way of herb gathering, but most of the time they don't. Thankfully. What's up there? Monolite. Don't matter. I say monolite doesn't matter and then stop to gather monolite. Oh, the duality of man. What is that up there? Winter's Kiss. Doesn't matter. We've got plenty of Winter's Kiss. We are getting to the end of the route. Boom. Well. Oh, he roared at me. That's kind of weird. So, you just go around to Aram's stand. I always thought it was Aram's strand. So you go around it. You go back here. From here, you have two options. You can either go this way, or you can go deeper in to gather all the herbs around all the people fighting and the ores. These two right here, they're fighting. They won't even notice you. They're too busy fighting. What am I in? It's these bastards. Okay, you gotta stand a bit further away next time. And then they won't notice you. Be careful of getting dazed in this area if you are not a tank. The mobs can knock you off if you get dazed, unless you're a tank. Or unless you have the special item that makes it so you can't get dazed. I think it's a special saddle or the hoof plates. Don't remember which one. Coming to the end of the route. I'd say it is worth it to go. I'd say it's worth it to go into all the mobs. There's usually a good amount of stuff. Like I said before, try not to stop for ores in monster infested areas, because that'll only slow you down. Because then you have to kill them to remount and whatnot, and it's just annoying. And then you come over here, and then you go down this river. There's usually a lot of herbs in the river, next to the river. Well, close enough so that you won't lose vision of herbs that may be in the river. And some stuff down here. Anyway, that is the loop. It is still on screen for you if you want to take a picture of that. Platinum. So, I'm going to add up the money costs of the auction house of my server and do some math for you. At least on my server. Depending on your server, it may not be as much, or it may be more. I'm going to add up all the gold that I would get from selling it on the auction house and give you an approximation on screen of how much I would get if I were to sell everything on the auction house and it actually sold. And here it is. Now, I'm not going to do that because I got these herbs for my inscriptionist, but I will be putting the ores on there. So it's a good thing that I split them up, didn't I? Anyway, that is the end. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace out.